I'd just like to introduce myself. I'm Morag Francis. I'm the carer for my mum. I live in Edinburgh and my mum lives in Glasgow. I also have my brother, but he lives in Dunfermline. So we're a bit away from my mum, although she's very independent. It's always a bit of a worry that we're not close by. I first became aware of the protocol because I used to work in care homes, and it became in Edinburgh, and the police had asked us to put it in place for our residents. So obviously we started a project doing that, and obviously looking at it, I thought this would be ideal for my mum. Because my mum lives 45 miles away from me, and she has a diagnosis of dementia. She's very independent, but at that point in time, I was a bit worried because the only thing that was predictable about her dementia was her unpredictability. She didn't have a mobile phone that we could put GPS on, because she couldn't cope with anything a bit more modern. And at that point, she did sort of go out and about a lot more than what she does at the moment. So we'd looked at several kind of solutions because it was important that mum stayed as independent as possible in her own home because that's what she wanted. But we as a family wanted to make sure that she was as safe as possible. And just putting in some sort of points for keeping her safe within her own house. But as I said, she kind of had a bit of a habit of going out and about, and we didn't always know where she was. We could usually guess, but it wouldn't have been a surprise if she just jumped on a bus and ended up somewhere a lot further away and then got a bit disorientated and didn't manage to find her way back. I did the Herbert Protocol, and we did it as a little project with mum because it was about her life. So it ended up obviously turning into a bit of a reminiscence session so that we could pinpoint areas that were still important to her. We could guess most of them because she did talk a lot about the past, but we just wanted to make sure that we had thought of all the areas that she might turn up at because that's where she remembered. And at the same time as doing the Herbert Protocol, we put in the purple alert as well. Because obviously I'd heard about that from the Herbert Protocol, and I put that in my phone as well. So it was just, as I say, about covering bases. Um, she would either, if letters came through the door, they would either be put in a safe place that nobody could ever find, or she would rip them up and shred them because she didn't think she needed them. So I thought if I put the Herbert Protocol or left it lying in the house, I knew it would either end up in the bin or somewhere where we wouldn't be able to find it in a hurry. So at that point, we decided that it was best if we all just kept it in our emails. So everybody in the family that has is down as a contact, we all have the Herbert Protocol saved in our emails. So if something did happen, we've got very quick and easy access to it on our phones, and we could email it to whoever needed it emailed to them. To me, it's my insurance document because I appreciate if we couldn't find her, the levels of stress would be incredible and we wouldn't really be able to think straight. So having that ready to go, there you go, is very reassuring to me as her daughter. So, well, I think it is just being aware that things are constantly changing with people with dementia. Um, I've lived it as a nurse for all these years, and I see it with my mum. And even though I don't think she's a big risk, there's always that possibility there. So it's really important just to have it there just in case.